quickly we'll go over my philosophy for lifting when I start cutting. Now, just like anything else in life, there are a million different ways you can approach this. Some people like to do high rep while they're cutting. Other people like to stay heavy. Me, myself, I believe it took heavy weights in order for me to build the amount of muscle I built during my bulk. So I'm going to try to slowly stick with as heavy weights as possible while staying injury free as you're cutting. Now given, I think a lot of it's in our heads when we tell ourselves, okay, now I'm only going to be eating this many carbs, so now I'm going to be too weak to lift this heavy weight. You have to lose that mindset. You have to completely lose that mindset, because if you go into the gym like that, you're not going to be able to do any heavy weights. Given, most people are going to get weaker. Me, myself, I don't think I'm going to see any real reduction in my strength, just because I felt like I added too much fat anyways. I think for most people, if you stay between 10 to 15% body fat, that's probably optimal for gaining muscle. Any more, I think you're probably getting too fat for no reason, and any less, I think that you're probably too shredded to really put on a substantial amount of muscle without losing muscle at the same time. You're kind of fighting what you're trying to do. So for me, I say stick with heavy weights as long as possible. Today I'm going to try to do an 8 to 12 rep. So hypertrophy, but I'm going to try to still use heavy weights. I'm not going to use extremely heavy weights today for one simple reason. I haven't benched in about a week and a half, and I don't think the best way to get back in benching after you're sick is to do your max. That doesn't sound like a good idea. But anyways, that's my philosophy on it. Feel free to put your philosophy or what you do when you cut down below. If you like this philosophy, go ahead and try it out yourself. I think it works. I know it's going to work. I'm going to show you guys what I look like right now. I'll do a separate video on that. I'll put a separate video on exactly how I look right now at about 5'9½", 190 pounds. And then I will show you what I look like at 185. 5 pounds doesn't seem like a lot, but if it's 5 pounds of body fat, now given, it won't be 100% body fat, but we're definitely going to try to make it 100% body fat. But 5 pounds of body fat, it'll make a substantial difference in how my body looks and my body composition. So I'm excited for you to see that. Let's get today's workout started. I've taken way too long to set up, so let's get it going.
Adding about 20 pounds of chains. And then I always use the 5-pound weights, just because they don't hang down as far as the 45s and 25s. The one, I guess, downside to the road plates, and the good thing about them, is they all are the same height. So if you're deadlifting and someone can only deadlift maybe 10 pounds on each side, then you can still put the black 10s on and it's still the same height as the 45 would be. But I don't like hanging the large weights in between my legs. I'd rather hang the smaller 5s. Quick side note, if you're thinking about getting some chains, go to like Lowe's or Home Depot and go to like the tractor supply aisle, or you can go to a tractor supply place, and get chains. These are 3/8 inch, and then you can have them cut them to the length that you want. It's a lot cheaper than trying to buy chains that are actually for weightlifting. This time I'm going to double the amount of weight I put on the chain, so instead of using 3 5s, I'm going to put 6 5s, so 30 pounds total, plus 17 to 20 pounds of the chains. I don't have the exact weight on them because they actually don't weigh exactly the same, and I knew they were both between 17 and 20 pounds, so I just always say 17 to 20. The other key point is the exact weight doesn't matter. I don't really believe your body cares what the weight is if your time under tension is correct. The reason for using heavier weight is it's just faster to get to that proper time under tension. So it's like push-ups. When you first start doing push-ups, they're probably pretty tough, and you can get 1 to 5, I guess, depending on who you are. And after you do them for a few months, now you can easily push off 50 push-ups, 100 push-ups. So in order to continue to see growth, or to see fast growth, or faster than just doing push-ups, you need to use weights. So now you can put
higher than your body weight on your chest muscles and do less reps. So now you don't have to do 50 sets or 50 reps of your body weight. You can do 10 reps of 225. So we're gonna go up one more time. Now keep in mind, the chain plus the 30 pounds of 5-pound weights would be equivalent, just a little bit more, than just having a 45-pound weight hanging from you, depending on what you're using. If you're just using like a rope or something like that, the rope's only gonna be a couple of pounds. If you're still using chains, maybe a lighter chain than this one, still a few pounds. But so anyways, that was about 45 pounds. I'm gonna do 15 more pounds onto this. So we'll be at roughly 62 to 65 pounds total. And I think I'll keep it there and do 3 more sets of like 10 to 12. This YouTube thing is weird in that it's kind of hard to keep the same mindset and work out if you're filming yourself. And it's not because of your ego or anything like that. I mean, for some people maybe it is, but for me it's more of, when I lift, I want it to be fast and hard. And if you're filming yourself like I am, you have to put yourself in 2 different mindsets. So the mindset behind the camera is to film and to get your subject and to make sure you're in focus and to make sure it looks pleasing to the eye. But your goal in the gym is completely different than that. It's more of an animalistic, push heavy weight, push out reps, mind muscle connection. So I'm learning to be able to do both at the same time. I know some people are like, you could always just get somebody, get a videographer to record you or something like that. A, I don't think the cost associated with that is worth it for me at this point. B, I'm really into photography and videography as well. So it's kind of fun for me, but it puts me in 2 different mindsets, which is hard to do. But I'm learning though. The one crappy part about using all 5-pound weights is when you're putting 9 5-pound weights on a chain, your margin for error is pretty slim. You drop one of these on your foot, it's only 5 pounds, but it'll hurt. Let's hope. Oh, this thing should hold. It's rated for the little climbing hook, it's rated for like 150 pounds. And right now we only have 45 pounds hanging from it. Again, you have the chain too, so roughly 62 to 65 pounds. Anyways, this is what I mean. I start talking too much when I'm talking to the camera instead of getting my workout in. Chance the Rapper on the iPhone. If you don't know who he is, go check him out. I'm sure you probably do though. Maybe you don't. I always like to start when the beat drops. And in there. Okie dokie, alky. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try to turn around on this dip bar. Now I don't remember the exact rating for this rogue bar. I'm gonna guess it's pretty high for this rogue dip bar. I'm gonna guess it's at least 500 or 600 pounds, so I don't think I should be worried about that at all. It feels extremely sturdy. And I think it was well worth it because I've lifted on this thing several times. And being able to do dips down here completely changes everything. Sophia! Had to do a brief intermission because my dog, well, she seems like a good watchdog because she barks when she hears that. Sometimes she gets obnoxious, even if someone's just walking past. For some reason, she still hasn't been able to comprehend that this is a townhome and other people live next to us. So that it's okay for them to walk past our window, but she still doesn't get it. Now she has me paranoid. That was awkward to say the least. So since I've been down here so long messing around, it seems like I've been messing around, I'm gonna work out twice today. So I'm gonna go in to our business for a few hours, and then I'll come home and do an ab circuit, so that way you guys can see how I'm starting off my abs. Now I will let you know that I do also do the 8-minute abs, the one that's been on YouTube since like 2007. It's super like 320p, looks like it was shot out of a potato, but it does work. I used to do that twice a day back when I was in college, so I'm not going to be able to do it twice a day right now. I did it the other day, and it was harder than it used to be, but it still wasn't that hard. I think it's a good accessory. It's only 8 minutes. It's something you can do quickly. Pull up the video on YouTube or on your phone and just do it. But I'll show you what I do down here tonight. So thanks for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to follow this mini cut series journey. And if you just like the videos, also let me know down below what you would like to see from me next. I still have to do like a body update video for you so you can actually see the difference from 191 to 185. 6 pounds doesn't sound like much, but as a natural athlete, it will be a lot if I can make it body fat. So the way I'm going to do that is to make sure my nutrition is correct and to make sure I'm sleeping, which is hard for me. I stay up a lot. I need to stay up less. So I've been trying to sleep more and drink a lot of water. But thanks for watching. Peace.